Charlie, you started working for my dad when he started the business, right?
My first job out of high school was delivering appliances for John. You know, I'm only about 10 years younger than he was. Yeah, I've been driving for John for, 30 years. Jeez. Except for that time when I was, I'm doing something else. You know, I've known you since you were about 8 or 9 or so. Your father was always telling me about the things you were getting into, the sports you were playing, the boys.
He must have paid you well, right? So why did you leave? Charlie?
Like, it's a long story, okay? It's personal stuff.
I want to get personal.
Look, I had some trouble with the lady I did a delivery for. Look, she said we had relations, right? That it wasn't consensual. We weren't both consenting. She said that I was the only one that consented. And so I was incarcerated. And when I got out, I went back to John. He gave me a second chance. He gave me my job back. Only this time he had a lot more money and his limo to drive. Now he trusted me. Plus, I don't think he thought she was anything but a whore.
Are all men predators, Charles?
No. They just reminded me of being that age, I guess. I miss the freedom of my glory days, right?
And my father, you know, Mr. Do-It-All, overachieving. Might want someone that knows him, that thinks that they know him well.
Look, no disrespect, Miss Carlton, but I am quite sure that my opinion of John is going to remain undisturbed.
I just need a second. You want to know my secret, Charlie?
Depends, I suppose.
I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you this.
Well, don't then. Maybe you should just go ahead and go on in. You seem a bit upset.
It feels like fate has picked you to hear the truth. It was the night of our annual Christmas party. I was going to bed, and my father, he came into the room. I was 12. Came in and he said, "Good night, sweetheart." You know, and he kissed me on the forehead. And I could still smell the wine on his breath. And then he closed the door and turned off the light.
Wait a minute, okay? Believe me, I don't know where this is going. And I don't think I want to, okay?
Mm-hmm. And then 10 or 15 minutes later, the door opened back up. And he walked back in, and I was almost asleep. But I could see his figure cover my eyes and mouth with his hand. And he pulled down the sheets. And pulled off my pajamas off. And then he touched me. And then he got on top of me. Does that sound like the John you know? Tell me that.
No. I don't get it. That's not John. Mm-mm. Think about it. You mean you never told anyone?
No.
No one ever?
No one ever.
Ain't that some shit? Never said a fucking thing. Ever happen again?
No.
Now, no, I know it never happened again. Now that lady that sent me to prison, she knew the truth. It was her fault. Fuck yeah, it was her fault. You know what? It was your fault too.
What?
I tell you this, 5 years in prison, no pussy? That's some shit.
Charlie!
Yeah.
Were you at that Christmas party, Charlie?
Yeah, I never missed one that I can recall. John used to have me drive all the company losers that couldn't get a job otherwise.
Did my father ever tell you he raped me?
Nah. Kind of thought he might know something, though. Seems I was wrong. It's been 20 years, right? You better go on in, sweet thing. Everybody's waiting for you.
It's you.
Yeah. All these years. Just kind of thinking you might have liked it, am I right?
You are a fucking piece of shit!
Yeah.
You are a fucking piece of shit, you fucking scum!
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry you feel that way, okay? But I'll tell you this. I am a damn good chauffeur. So John said I was one of the best, actually, and I have never had one single wreck that was my fault. All right? What you need to do is march your still pretty little ass up in there and apologize to your dad, because it seems like... Yeah, maybe you was thinking something else. You need to march that still pretty little ass right on up in there, that pulpit, or that stage, or whatever, and say, "Daddy, I'm sorry for being such a spoiled brat my entire life."
I don't fucking need this anymore. You know that? I don't need it. Because I know exactly how to talk to my father now. Thanks to you, Charlie. I can actually thank you for that. So, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. You go on in there, I'll park this thing and be in there shortly.
If you go in there, I will have you escorted out and arrested.
Did you forget something?
You know, on second thought, we don't have to be enemies at all. Ever since my father died, I inherited everything. I own you, Charlie. And as you know, I have a very big business to run, and I need all the help I can get. So I'm gonna give you two options. One, do exactly what I say, without hesitation, without second thought. And you can live the rest of your life driving this pretty little limousine with your pretty little fucked up mind. Or, and this is your second and only other option, you can think for yourself and retire early due to a tragic, fatal accident. Choice is yours.